Whew. We just finished the Women's March. Well, we didn't finish it. We stayed half an hour, but we were freezing with our little babies. Our little babies back there. But I wanted to tell Capri why we did that, so that when you look back on this video in 10 years, you can know what we were doing and why. So we took you to that Women's March because we think girls can do anything and that we need more women's voices in the world. Not only in the church, but also in the government, also in everything. In employment, in education. We need more women's voices because it's typically a male-dominated thing. That rain made me sniffle. Okay, here's the march right now. It's still going on. Let's see if we can see any of that. I'm gonna try to hold it across, yeah, as we drive by. Okay. What are your thoughts, love? What do you think? What do you want Capri to know about marching? Oh, look at these little old people. They're just so old, like, with a walker.
You know, that the Women's March wasn't exactly what I would have signed up for based on the crowd. There was some...
It's very anti-Trump.
There was some divisiveness there. But the overall of like, hey, we should be equal no matter who we are, no matter what we are, gender, racial, anything like that, I can get behind that. And I think it's important that we show not by words but also by action. So that's why I felt it was important for us to go there.
And even if we don't agree with every single thing, that doesn't mean we can't support one or two or a few things. It's the same with me in religion. Like, I don't support the entire everything. There's a lot I disagree with, but the points that I do support are the ones that I'm going to stand up for. You agree with that for you?
Right, yeah, like we talked about, like, so many organizations now demand like almost like a purity pledge.
Yeah, you have to do everything that they do, think everything that they think.
And if you're not purity in it, then you get drummed out. And I just think society as a whole, we gotta stop it. We gotta look for what we have in common. Yeah. And build from there. And then if you disagree with somebody even strongly, that shouldn't be your basis for how you treat somebody or be inclusive.
Yeah. So everyone doesn't have to be exactly the same. Everyone doesn't have to belong to one group. I belong to many groups and I agree and disagree with many points of everything. Like, there's no group that is exactly like me. Like, I don't fit into any group 100%, but I take from groups what I believe, what I think. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, I define myself as an individual who believes in various topics. I believe in women's rights, in equality. That's my number one thing. I'm not a Democrat, and I'm also not a Republican. So I pick and choose. I think women, for example, I think women should have the right to choose an abortion if they wish, although I personally would not do abortion. Like, I don't, like, well, I think I wouldn't. Maybe there'd be a circumstance I would. But even though it's not something I would do, I want that right and that ability for others, because I think that's important. I think if you take away rights from people, then, like, you're making a choice for someone else, thinking you know what's best, when you're not letting that person decide for themselves what is best, you know? Mm-hmm. Any thoughts for you?
No.
Okay, we just pulled into church, so we're going back in.